Hi everyone, and welcome to a new video from the Smarter SAT Prep YouTube channel. In this example, we'll be looking at when to not use punctuation on an SAT writing section, and simply just how to do better on grammar questions like the one we're about to see for test prep. So this is question number 26, taken from official practice test number 5 for the SAT. And so if we start reading from the top, it says, artists such as these Brooklyn performers find that crowdfunding exacerbates problems that already exist. Work that is easily understood and appreciated is supported, while more complex work goes unnoticed. So as you can see, it's the first half of the sentence which they've underlined below, and which we have to figure out to either change or keep. So to first answer this question, I've written something down below which I've boxed in red, which says non-essential info needs commas. So what this means is that non-essential information has to be surrounded by commas, and non-essential information is any information which is added to a sentence that doesn't actually change the sentence's meaning. It simply is just clarifying information or information that isn't necessarily needed. So if I look at this question right here, at first this looks absolutely correct. We have work, comma, that is easily understood and appreciated, comma, is supported, while more complex work goes unnoticed. So what we really need to be able to figure out is if this phrase within these commas is necessary to the sentence's meaning or not. So if we look at the sentence, it says work that is easily understood and appreciated is supported. So if we look at this question, it's important to understand that that is easily understood and appreciated is actually essential to the meaning of the sentence. If we look at this, it's saying that work which is specifically easily understood and appreciated, so a specific type of work, is what's going to be supported, while more complex work, so a different type of work, is actually what's going to be going unnoticed. So to better kind of understand this concept, I wrote a different sentence here down below, which says work, the process of completing tasks is supported. So at first glance, it looks like the exact same thing which they have above, but I'm just going to read this carefully. It says work, the process of completing tasks is supported. Now there's a subtle difference in what I wrote. In what I wrote, this phrase which is inside of the commas is actually not essential to the sentence. All I'm doing in this is I'm just clarifying what work is. I'm just saying that it's a process of completing tasks. I'm just giving a definition. I'm just adding clarifying information that doesn't change the meaning of the sentence. But in the sentence that they gave us, they're saying specific work that is specifically understood and appreciated is what's going to be supported, which means that it's actually going to matter to the sentence's meaning. And when you have a phrase that matters to the sentence's meaning, you don't have to surround it by commas, which means that we can eliminate no change. We know immediately that's correct. D has dashes in between work and that, and appreciate and is, but you never want to add dashes in between, because two dashes are going to represent like defining something. And in this case, that is easily understood and appreciated does not define work at all. It's kind of just thrown in there, which means that we know that's incorrect. And then if we have work that is easily understood, comma, and appreciated is supported in choice C, we have a comma in between understood and appreciated, which simply isn't needed. We're not separating an independent and dependent clause. Whenever you have two nouns or adjectives and an and in between them, you don't need to add a comma. It's always going to be grammatically incorrect. So we have that eliminated. And now if we look at choice B, we have absolutely no punctuation, but this is actually the correct answer. Since this is not essential information, or since it is essential information, we just have work that is easily understood and appreciated is supported, no commas, no colons, no dashes, and then a comma at the end because we have an independent and dependent clause to separate the while more complex work goes unnoticed. So we only use the comma at the end, and this is actually the correct answer, as you can see where we worked through. So just remember this. Punctuation is not always going to be essential to SAT test questions. Sometimes if the information they're giving you is actually essential to the meaning of what they're saying, then you don't need to surround it by commas, which makes B the correct answer in this question. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.